You got to have the courage. Do you have the courage to act outwardly on what you see inwardly? Or will you die a dreamer? Will you die on the verge and on the edge and in the land of coulda, woulda, and shoulda? Do you have the courage? I'm going to drop something on you. It takes courage to be successful. It is far easier not to be successful. Misery will always have company. Success breeds contempt. If you don't want to make waves, be mediocre. Be normal and fit in. And if you're more concerned about people than you are God, then neutralize everything He put in you. Just fit in with everybody else. Dress like them, walk like them, act like them, eat like them, go where they go, think like they think, do what they do. And once you've neutralized your uniqueness, you don't need courage. It takes courage to be different. It takes courage to go where you've never gone before. For some of you, it took courage to come to this conference. It takes courage to get you outside of the bar. It takes courage to be successful. It takes courage to win. People don't talk about people that don't win. If you win, they're going to talk about you. Do you have the courage to stand there though the storms keep raging and the people get to talking and you stand there and say, I've come too far to turn around? Do you have the courage? I'm going to say something to you. It takes courage to be exceptional. It takes courage to be wise. It takes courage to be rich. It takes courage to be educated. It takes courage to be knowledgeable. Because the moment you do it, you don't talk like, you don't forgot where you came from. Look at you, it takes courage. And I'm just wondering, in this weak, watered down, mediocre society that we live in today, in this reality TV world we live in today, I'm wondering if there's anybody left that's got the courage. It takes courage to be exceptional. And all my it takes courage to be wise. And all my parents have been it takes courage to be rich. All of that just to fit in with normalcy. I have the courage.
I told Mr. Washington I wanted to become a disc jockey. Someone asked me to tell this story. And he said, Les Brown, he said, if you want to do anything worthwhile in life, you've got to be hungry. And so I started working to develop myself. He said, I want you to practice every day being a disc jockey. I said, but I don't have any job now. He said, it doesn't matter. He said that it's better to be prepared for an opportunity and not have one than to have an opportunity and not be prepared. So every day I was working to develop myself. And that's what you must do. And as I was working to develop myself, I applied for a job as a disc jockey, WMB, I'm on Miami Beach. I went to a guy named Milton Butterball. I said, how you doing, Mr. Butterball? I'd like to get a job as a disc jockey. He looked at me, he said, do you have any broadcast background? I said, no, sir, I don't. Do you have any journalism background? I said, no, sir, I don't. He said, we don't have any jobs available. I said, yes, sir. I went back to Mr. Washington and I told him, he said, don't take it personally. He said, most people are so negative, they will have to say no 7 times before they say yes. He said, go back again. So I went back again. I said, how you doing, Mr. Butterball? My name is Les Brown. He said, I know what your name is. What do you want? I said, I'd like to know whether or not you have any jobs as a disc jockey, sir. He said, didn't I just tell you yesterday we didn't have any jobs? I said, yes, sir, but I know whether or not somebody got laid off or somebody was fired, sir. He said, no one was laid off or fired. Now get on out of here. I came back the next day. Hello, Mr. Butterball, how are you? He said, fine, what do you want now? I said, I'd like to know whether or not you got any jobs, sir. Didn't I tell you the last 2 days we didn't have any jobs? I said, yes, sir, but I don't know whether or not somebody got sick or somebody died, sir. He said, no one got sick or died. Now don't come back here and throw me out again. I came back the next day like I was seeing you for the first time. I said, hello, Mr. Butterball, how are you? He looked at me with rage. He said, go get me some coffee. I said, yes, sir. And I went to get him some coffee. After a while, I would give their lunch and dinner, and I would go in the control rooms and take the disc jockeys their food, and I would not leave until they would ask me to leave. Then they started trusting me to pick up entertainers that came to town. Entertainers like the Four Tops and the Temptations and Donna Ross and the Supremes. I would drive them all over Miami Beach in the disc jockeys' big long Cadillacs. I didn't have any driver's license, but I was driving like I had some. And one day, one Saturday afternoon, while I was at the radio station, a guy named Rock was drinking while he was on the air. I was the only one there, looking at him through the control room windows.
Ece baksana, Amazon.com.tr'de Prime alışveriş festivali başladı ve biz acayip indirime girdik. Kutlamalar başlasın. Bizde kutlama böyle yapılır.
Elektronikten ev ve yaşam ve çok daha fazlasına hayalini kurduğunuz müthiş fırsatları yakalayın. Prime Alışveriş Festivali 18-25 Temmuz'da.
stick around the building.
Got it. Agent Miranda needs a call.
Gönlümü kaptırdım sana, ne olur anlasana. Gönlümü kaptırdım sana, ne olur anlasana. Ben senin uğruna ölürüm, 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 ölürüm. Batan güneş doğmasa da, yağmurlar yağmasa da, batan güneş doğmasa da, yağmurlar yağmasa da, ben senin uğruna ölürüm, 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 ölürüm. Sensiz geçen günlerimi ben günden saymıyorum. Sensiz geçen günlerimi ben günden saymıyorum. Vallahi billahi seni çok seviyorum. Ölürüm, 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 ölürüm. Varsın her an canımda, hem canda hem kanada. Varsın her an canımda, hem canda hem kanada. Ben senin uğruna ölürüm, 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 ölürüm. Varsın her an canımda, hem canda hem kanada. Varsın her an canımda, hem canda hem kanada. Ben senin uğruna ölürüm, 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 ölürüm. Sensiz geçen günlerimi ben günden saymıyorum. Sensiz geçen günlerimi ben günden saymıyorum. Vallahi billahi seni çok seviyorum. Ölürüm, 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 ölürüm. Ölürüm, 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 ölürüm.
敵巡洋艦を撃沈